Now, did you read this horseshit TV column this morning?
Not carefully.
The old man doesn't mind getting bad press as long as it's good for business. But this fucking review of our first week on the air is not good for business when that politically correct, bleeding fucking heart liberal fuckwad TV critic complains that we're too fucking white.
On the air?
Yes, on the fucking air. Do you think the old man cares if this office looks like the cast of a Leni Riefenstahl film? But a big chunk of the viewing public of this country is colored. And that chunk, as much as the old man may think it unjust, also has the vote. And they don't like abortion. They don't like homosexuals. And they likes to make money. And they don't want some tax-sucking left-wing government taking it away. Now, if it was up to me, they could all go fucking back to where they comes from. But while they're here, they are potential viewers and voters with money in their pockets. And the old man wants one of their faces on this network.
Are you aware that my contract guarantees me my own private bathroom? That cubicle over there on the corner. I looked at the building specs for the plumbing. We could put my private washroom right there.
That's Dwayne. He works there, sir. There's no other space.
Dwayne?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Dwayne sports?
Yes, sports.
Do we need sports?
That's editorial, sir.
So what do you think?
I'm not really into bowling.
I'm not asking whether or not you're quote-unquote into bowling. This is an office, and offices have teams and bowling leagues. I invested my own time and money in the development of this prototype, and I'm asking you what you think because the cost of 8 of these shirts should come out of office expenses, and that's your department.
Big Balls, is that the name of it?
Yes, I Googled it. There's no other team with that name.
Wonder why.
Well,
Are women going to play on the team?
I would hope so.
So they're going to have big balls, written across their, their breasts.
You want me to rename it Big Tits?
No.
Look, the name Big Balls is original. It refers to the 10-pin bowling ball.
Don't you think big balls might be interpreted as, male?
Male testicles?
Male, yes. Testicles. Most testicles are male.
If I meant that, I would have called the team Big Testicles, don't you think?
I don't. I mean, I guess.
You really do know nothing about bowling, do you?
No. I don't, really.
I like the name Big Balls, the way you placed your name, so it kind of reads Elliot Big Balls. And if I got my own shirt, it would read
Doug Big Balls.
Yeah, and if Kathy, the office manager, joined, it would be Kathy Big Balls.
She's not joining. She doesn't know anything about bowling.
Well, if a woman did join, it would, like Christine, the producer of Late Night, it would be Christine Big Balls.
Women would have the option of putting their names here, on this side.
So it would be Big Balls Christine?
It wouldn't be Big Balls anyone. Big Balls refers to the 10-pin bowling ball, you fuckhead.
Shandy Summers in the morning numbers held a constant positive upward curve through the first week and ended really strong on Friday.
I think it's because we had a great lineup of guests this week, ending with Dr. Pete Silbert, author of An Argument for Franchise Food, Supersizing to Super Health. I'd also like to thank my awesome production staff, as well as the awesome team in this room. And, of course, my parents, who made me the woman I am today. They're dead. May they rest in peace. I should also thank my manager, Brandon Stern, for his tireless dedication to my career. And first and foremost, I would like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for all of his love and support.
Give it up for Christ.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to make a suggestion that we hold a monthly prayer session in the office, officiated by an ordained minister, so that all of us can thank Jesus, no matter what his or her faith may be, even if it's one of the wrong ones.
Well, the fact is, Jesus gave us this country. I think we should just give something back.
Oh, I heard that.
Can we stick with the news agenda here and get on with the color issue?
Okay, having reviewed our overall numbers and correlated those with our demographic breakdown corresponding to the advertising department's projections, an on-air person of color is only right.
Not for a minute would I challenge the financial objectives of the company, because profit is the foundation upon which the greatest system of human organization ever devised is built, which is capitalism. But fundamental to the capitalist system is the meritocracy. I admit it, I can't slam dunk a basketball like Shaq. And that's why he belongs on the basketball court. And I belong at center court of the key social and political discourse of our day. And that, people, is a meritocracy. I can't dunk a basketball. I can't dribble. but I can intelligently counter the fraud perpetrated against mankind by a so-called scientific community that denies the Lord God created man and claims we came from a monkey.
Whoop, whoop, you are on fire.
Okay, starting on the 4th of the month, we will be bowling 6 nights a week. As well, there will be additional strategy sessions here at the office Sundays between 8 and 11.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Shaq's not a what? Shaq's a who? Remember Shaquille? Shaquille
Yeah,
O'Neal?
I knew that. He plays
Played.
baseball, right?
No, this is basketball.
Could I ask you a question?
Shoot.
You know, I don't really relate to the ideas of the people that work here. I'm the office manager, and I sort of can keep my nose to the ground and work really hard. And I started as a secretary and organizational skills, moved up from there. But anyways, I'm sort of the obsessive compulsive type, and I like to keep things straight and narrow and working, not on a physical.
No, yeah.
On a physical, not intellectual. And I guess that would make working here willful blindness.
Wait, was that the question you're gonna ask me? I don't...
No, actually, that was just about me.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, are you like?
Oh, like these people?
Yeah. Are
No,
you?
no, God, no.
Oh, that's
No.
good.
Yeah, that's good?
Good. I guess.
Yeah, no, ambivalence. You know, you like the paycheck, you hate the people.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
You mean you hate everyone?
No, I like you. I don't...
It's okay.
No.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
No, I don't mean that I hate
bye.
you. I don't hate you at all.
Thank you.
Everyone! The Friday lunch prayer meeting starts in 5 minutes.
I think we were scheduled to begin at noon, and it's 12:40.
Well, if no one else shows up, maybe you and I could have just a little one-on-one about Jesus.
Actually, I'm running a little late myself. Would you excuse me?
Now, this is the General.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Well, pleasure, General. It's General...
General is my military rank. Of course, I'm no longer active in the military of my country since I am now a landed immigrant of your great country.
And
my head of security.
Jumbo is the General's bodyguard.
Jumbo. Got a ring to it. Jumbo, you know. Jumbo jet's my favorite plane. 747.
General ran his country's intelligence service and was very helpful to Mr. Halewood's interests in their emerging mining sector. But during recent undemocratic upheaval there, which was very bad for business, the General was forced to take refuge in a free democracy.
There were many lies against me and my family by communists and atheistic homosexuals.
And your work here is military and...
I have a number of investments abroad and have extensive knowledge of international finance, mainly in the procurement and sale of used cars around the world.
Oh, that sounds, it's great, interesting. What would you talk about on TV?
The subject of homosexuality.
Oh, that's interesting.
Unlike many people who are misguided about the homosexual, I don't believe it is a sickness.
Oh, that's great.
I believe that homosexuality is a crime against the human species' ability to recreate in the image of the Lord God.
The truth of the fucking matter is not easy to find a black man who thinks like the old man. Aylward sponsored him because he helped expedite the old man's mining interests in his country.
Expedite?
That's what it's called, to expedite. The definition being in the Dictionary of International Finance. To make sure Halewood gets his license and the General gets paid off for removing any opposition to the venture.
Removing? Was Jumbo one of these removers?
Jumbo was a co-remover. The General wants a desk.
Well, who's gonna kill with a fucking desk?
Just get the fucker a desk. Put him on fucking tape. If he's useless, the old man will make the decision. Just expedite it. Jesus.
And because we felt that Midwest earthquake all the way up here, I thought it would be great to have our own Tony Cassano on to tell us just how deadly earthquakes can be.
And deadly is the word, Shandy. I mean, look at the force of that 9.1 quake that hit Japan. I mean, that is a California roll. compared to what could hit our entire West Coast from Vancouver to San Francisco. I mean, a big one hits every 500 years. My calculations showed that it would kill upwards to 10 million people, and that this could happen before January 1, 2012.
Oh my God. I have a cousin in San Francisco.
Personally, I'd get her out.
She has 2 dogs. Would you take your pets?
Well, you might not have time. I mean, the force of that tsunami wall of water would be greater than any destructive force known to man. A tremendous, tremendous, tremendous death toll.
She also has tropical fish. Now, would a fish survive the wall of water because it can swim? Or would you want to take it out of its glass tank, you know, in case of broken glass?
Yeah, I'm not a big fish guy, but my call is everything would die. Men, women, domestic help, dogs, fish.
Well, thank you so much for that, Tony.
My pleasure.
Are you thinking about getting liposuction on the cheap in Mexico? Well, think again. My next guest has one of the most terrifying tales of pain I've ever heard. After these messages.
Would you like a computer for your desk?
Yes.
Okay. Any particulars?
A Mac.
We use PC.
I like the Mac.
A Mac would be, would you like any staplers, paper clips, folders?
Jumbo will handle that for me.
Jumbo. Right. Mr. Jumbo. Will he be standing? Does he need a chair?
He will stand.
Sir, it's just that it's Mr. Jumbo. He's just standing there and he's just staring at people. I mean, you know, people are starting to freak out. And the word out on the street is that he actually killed people in his own country.
Look. I'm on a call right now. I'm the head of this network. I'm very busy, got a lot on my plate, all right?
Scared.
Okay? I can't deal with that right now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Go.
Butter chicken and a samosa.
And 1 butter chicken and a samosa. Make it 2 samosa and 2 naan and the rice and chutney.
Chutney.
Chutney. I'll send someone to pick it up. Thank you.
You were about to call?
How do you know I was able to call?
You asked me for the number for Bombay Tikka. It means you're going to send me to pick it up.
Isn't this radar routine a little dated?
No radar routine. I have no special perceptual powers that allow me to see into your future. It's just that you are a highly predictable person.
Yeah, I have no money.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I have the office visa.
And can you get Jumbo out of here?
Not my job.
That's not my job.
Look, you blow in here around 11.
Uh-huh.
Go for lunch.
Uh-huh.
You come back.
Uh-huh.
You fall asleep at your desk.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you go home.
Uh-huh.
And you pick up a check every 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. I played high school ball, and there was a lineman very close to your physique. You could not run on this guy. He was built like a tank, really hard on his knees, especially when he stood up for long periods. Yeah, and I'm thinking from an athletic perspective, these long-standing periods. You could really keep your knees in great shape if you stayed off your feet at home. Stayed in bed, watched TV. Oh, yeah, I love watching TV in bed. Yeah, I'd rather hang in bed than come in here, you know? The general thinks I'm a...
Homosexual?
I didn't talk to the general. I talked to Jumbo.
Yeah, you told Jumbo you want to lie in bed with him and watch TV together.
Together?
Yeah.
I told him to get off his feet, stay home, kick back, have a couple of beers.
Yeah, you told him you want to lie on bed, watch television with him, and in the general's mind, and the guy is a complete wacko, this is a crime punishable by death.
Do you think Doug's life's in danger?
I think if he is in fact homosexual, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword.
Live by the sword, die by the sword?
Well, I mean, I have nothing against homosexuals, but
He's not a homosexual.
I think he has a homosexual thing about him. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't even know. Maybe he has deep homosexual tendencies that were brought out by this Jumbo guy.
Yeah, well, then get the Jumbo guy out of here, get the 2 of them out of here, okay? And they just hang around out there.
Well, that's administrative. That's not my job. That's actually your job.
Do something, okay? They just sit out there all day long. Get them out.
Okay. It could be considered racism.
Listen, they're mass murderers. You know, get them. They don't even go out for lunch, okay?
Okay.
Take them out. Get them out for lunch. Get them to go out for lunch. Show them the cafeteria, okay?
Take them to the caf.
Yes, take them to the cafeteria, all right?
I don't eat at the cafeteria. I bring my own lunches. I'm vegetarian. I like tofu and stuff. But I heard the meatloaf isn't too bad if you put gravy on it. I forgot to ask, do you eat cows?
Obasanjo! It is Omotosho! You are Obasanjo! You tortured and killed my father! It is Obasanjo! The murderer!
Here. Take those.
Thank you. I've never seen a person get shot before.
It's tough. It is. It really is. Where did he shoot him again?
In the foot?
And he shot him at close range?
Very close.
I guess this Jumbo's a lousy shot, huh?
Thank God.
Look, I don't think you should go home alone tonight. You know, what with the shooting and the bullets and blood, I think you're still really upset.
Would you... Do you think you could...
Oh, yeah, I could stop by for sure. Yeah, of course.
Okay, you'd have to leave at a certain time, though, because of the whole work thing.
Right.
The ethical thing.
Yeah, you know, I'll take off. I'll tuck you in and leave. I won't.
Thanks.
The old man made a phone call, and the police are calling it self-defense. Jumbo was licensed to carry a gun, and that worker was hearing some quasi-bogus refugee claim. So in other words, this little fucking dust-up never happened.
They're gonna sit out there just like that? They have nowhere else to go after shooting someone?
I don't know.
Can't the police take them downtown for some kind of questioning or something?
They took him down. They came back. What am I going to do?
They came back? Why couldn't they go home after that? I'd go home after shooting someone.
Listen. I would steer clear of the General and Jumbo if I were you, okay? Because this homosexual vibe, you know, that you're giving, you know.
This homosexual... Where does a homosexual vibe come into this?
Listen, it's nothing. Forget it.
No.
You're going to Starbucks for a cappuccino.
Who else is getting this vibe?
Christine also sensed some gay vibe coming from you, some tendency toward, you know.
Oh, tendencies?
You know her problem? She wants to sleep with her boss, okay? She wants to seduce men. And this impulse expresses itself in certain strange attitudes towards homosexual men.
You're her boss.
True.
And this is what you get from her comment that I have homosexual tendencies that could get me shot by Jumbo, that she wants to sleep with you?
I know it's a complicated analysis.
Oh, my gosh.
Your first name is Noah?
Yes.
On your shirt, that would go here, where Elliot is.
Elliot. Big balls.
It's not meant to read as a phrase. The team is Big Balls. The name is separate.
It says Elliot Big Balls.
I'm working that out.
My shirt will read General Big Balls.
That is being ironed out.
I like General Big Balls because I have very, very big balls.
Okay.
So I was in Berlin meeting my architect when I met these two fantastic characters.
To go to Berlin for an architect for your apartment in Toronto?
I know. It's a lot of flying.
A lot of flying. It's a lot of money and Germans.
I love Heinrich.
You love Heinrich? An architect named Heinrich? Has he done work at interiors at Wannsee Street?
I have no idea. But he's a good friend of these two fantastic guys who started this crazy organization. It's sort of like an art/political/theater thing that promotes 19th century classical Marxism. And I donated $25,000 to it.
$25,000 to Marxists?
Is that too much?
Too much? I mean, they're Marxists. $25,000?
And they talked about guns in the streets and hanging the super rich.
Hanging the super rich? These are your people they're hanging, the super rich.
We want to make dialectical materialism not only the framework for an analysis of the development of human history, but we want to see dialectical materialism as a work of mass art.
The creative expression of the masses clashing with the criminal super rich. Sound, color, humanity. Life as an event.
The exuberant creativity of each man and woman taking to the streets in a militant mass art installation.
A little champagne?
Hey, well, no, that's my champagne. That's $2.35 a bottle. They're Marxists.
They're artists.
The old man saw the general's editorial audition tape. Thought his accent was too fucking foreign. He wants the fucker gone.
The accent was the old man had nothing to say about the content.
Well, he thought the viewers would have to listen too carefully to fucking understand him.
I understood him. The man was a raving lunatic. He called for the arrest and mass murder of all homosexuals. The old man thought that was okay.
The old man did not like his fucking accent, okay? He could not understand a fucking word he said. Thought he was watching television some fucking Zulu land.
Guy's armed to the teeth. What did he start shooting?
I didn't hire him.
Yes, you did.
I'm not taking responsibility for it. I'm doing what is called in business circles passing the buck. I'm sure you're familiar with the term.
Well, we're supposed to put a black person on the air.
Try your fucking color.
He slandered you, okay? It's your chance to get a little payback. Go out there and you know.
Wait, since when is it slander to be called a homosexual?
Well, it's slander when the guy who's going, homosexual is armed with a gun and believes that homosexuality should be punished by death, and he's going to start, gunning you down and machine gunning.
And what if my latent homosexual tendencies pop up while I'm firing them and the shots start flying? Not me. Not dying for the company. It's not in my contract.
What about you? I mean, you're
gay. You want me to get them out because I'm gay?
No, I don't want you to fire him. I'm telling you, fire him.
Yep, it's not good enough. Sorry.
Your Germans were deported just like that?
Yes, it's ridiculous. Our spy agency, or whatever they are, said they were on some kind of stupid international terrorist list.
Stupid international... Wait a second. You gave them $25,000, and I know you, and I could be implicated in the...
You're being crazy. This agency called me in and started saying I was a terrorist.
They called you in?
Yes, they called me in.
They called you in where?
They asked me some dumb questions. I called my father, and he told them not to be silly, and then they apologized to me.
Father? They apologized?
Yes. The thing is, they know about you because they were following me when Gilbert and Christian were here. And evidently, you're on some kind of stupid, I don't know, suspected whatever list.
I'm on a suspected list?
How do we explain the existence of dinosaurs if God created the world just 6,000 years ago? Very easily. In fact, it's the simplicity of creationism that makes it so beautiful and truthful. Dinosaurs. Simply God's little trick. And it's a beautiful trick. He's tempting us not to believe in him.
It's a disaster.
Calm down. I called a friend of mine I went to school with who works high up in our foreign affairs thing. And he told me it's a formality, but maybe you shouldn't fly to the U.S.
What, am I on a no-fly list or something?
No, it's not official. It's all actually borderline illegal what they're doing. He told me they've likely tapped your phone.
Well, they tapped my phone?
Stegosaurus, Brontos.
He's not sure, but not to worry.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. I'm watching your channel, and I think that this guy right now is really interesting because I could never figure out if the world is created when the Bible said, and what about the dinosaurs? The fact that dinosaurs aren't mentioned in the Bible, and he says that God made all that dinosaur stuff up and buried those fake bones just to test our faith in him, and I just went, of course.
Well, I usually don't do marketing surveys on the telephone.
I really called not to talk about God and dinosaurs, but just to talk. I had a nice time the other night.
Yes, well, I don't usually give money to this sort of thing.
I was going to say the same thing. I feel guilty about taking the money for having sex with you, and I think that we should be friends on a non-financial basis.
Thank you. I'll make a point of that. Thanks very much. Thank you very much for calling. That's, marketing. Telemarketing. This tapping, can they actually do the phone tapping?
My friend in Foreign Affairs, he has a friend in a sensitive security position who's a bit of a malcontent and a potential whistleblower, and he can get me transcripts of your wiretaps.
Transcripts?
Can you imagine how fabulous that would be if we could expose transcripts of illegal wiretaps of an innocent citizen?
But I am innocent.
Of course you're innocent.
Dwayne, well, you know, it's nice to meet you, and you work...
Right out there.
Okay.
Right out there.
Have you always worked?
I've been working here since before you came. I've been here every day since you've been here, and you pass me 3 or 4 times a day.
And we've never...
I say hello to you in the mornings, but you don't seem to hear me.
Oh, well, in the mornings, you know, I've got the whole day in front of me, and I come in, I'm focused, I'm thinking, and, you know, I'm bad with names anyway.
I've never told you my name.
Yeah, well, I'm bad with faces as well.
You don't seem to have problems with the other faces. Maybe it's just the black faces.
You know, which reminds me, do you think you could do me a small favor? Do the company a favor, and tell the general that we no longer need his services.
Why me? I'm in sports.
Well, I thought you had some common, you know, thing.
Hugh?
Hugh, who?
Not Hugh as in Hugh Hefner, Hugh as in color.
Oh yeah, hue, color. No. I don't think in terms of color. I was thinking more that you know that.
I'm just a messenger, man.
In my country, the messenger's head gets cut off.
General Big Balls.
Get out.
You right?
No, I'm not okay.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I think I heard someone in the building.
Well, it's a 38-story condo.
I know, but I get nervous. I was wondering if I could sleep on your couch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But what these studies don't tell you is that it's the bad guys that do the killing. And if the bad guy wants to get his hands on a gun, he's gonna get his hands on a gun. Or, in other words, feats don't fail me now. Now, assume that this automatic
They're what?
lands in the hands.
Please don't fail me now. That's racist.
But that's what you wanted me to see?
Which I doubt.
Isn't racism kind of yesterday's news? Please.
Stay with me. Another gun banned out of the U.S.
Feats don't fail me now. Herbie Hancock, released Jan 1, 1979. Genre is electronic, jazz, and funk.